Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, like our video is Mark, consider subscribing, click on that notification bell for more uploads. So as it says by the title, today I would love to share with you my university experience and what I was told, my expectations versus what I really found on the ground. It was really so devastating and I just had to, cope up. So I would love to share that with you. I hope you enjoy. Thank you. I'm going to be very brief to break down some of the expectations versus the reality that I found in university. Definitely. As we keep growing or elevating ourselves from stage to stage, of course, things get harder. And for some people, they become easier because each time you keep on doing similar things, they actually become very easy for you. It becomes like normal. It becomes your lifestyle, you get. So, one of the things is waking up early in the morning. I never expected that personally. Like you wake up early in the morning to go and attend lectures as early as 7, because in high school you wake up like at around 3 or 4 to prepare and go to class for morning preps. Then later again in the evening, the same thing. You again go back to your dormitory, freshen up, and then go for evening preps. So at the uni, I didn't expect that because you're mature and you're supposed to do things at your pace. But then it was just the opposite. Then the other thing is you make your own notes. That is really so difficult. But at the end of the day, it's always good to train your mind to do things by yourself. Things that concern brain. It's always good to trust your brain because it's not good to depend on somebody like your professor or something. But of course, for the start, it's going to be very difficult. I came to realize that boredom is part of human nature, so I do small videos in classroom. And one of the most powerful weapons is prayer. Always start your day with a word of prayer. Call upon God to protect you and to take lead in whatever that you do. Hence, you find yourself doing everything perfectly. So obviously, just like other body parts or human growth, like the natural growth, you start from being young, you go from stage to stage. Also, educational level is like that. So as you reach to university, you realize that every day is every day. You can't actually differentiate between weekends and weekdays because you are always occupied. Yet this is not the case in high school. So these are some of the changes that most people got shocked like when they found that, because this is not what they were told. They were told actually the other side of the story, but they weren't told the actual side of the story, whereby you are supposed to purpose, to prosper, and to work hard toward your goals. So it really became very difficult to cope up with that. And the fact that you always do things by yourself, and especially if for the first time, always doing things for the first time is very difficult. But as time goes on, you just get to learn how to do things by yourself, and actually later on they become so easy. Assignments, courseworks, reading so many books to enrich your brain and get a lot of knowledge also helps us to grow. So these are the things that we also found at the uni and that they never told us. Most of the things that we were told were, these things of chilling. So in short, we were told the other side of the story of partying, dancing, having a lot of fun, and yet we were actually not told the actual things that push us to achieve our goals. The things that we found are, chilling, spoiling yourself small. Oh my God. Great job, guys. Great job. You have really lied to us. And in class, actually, when a professor is you're supposed to go and do your own, you're supposed to go and make your own notes I always see stars and I'm like rolling my eyes and I'm like, duh, what is even this man talking about? But anyway, you have to do that because and small slaying is also good for mental health. They always say that if you don't change, change will change you. So at the university, most people are likely to be changed by the change. And most people learn things the hard way because, majority of the people are used of being given things on a silver plate. So you realize that when you reach here, you are doing everything by yourself. As you can also see, the line is very long. Everyone wants to get in. I think the reason people love going in there is because it's very quiet. So that's the extension part of the library. It's really so huge inside. This is the part that I love reading from. This is because there is a lot of privacy. You can see that it's divided into very many parts. You can decide. The library is divided in very many sections, but this is the only place where I feel at home, I feel at ease. This is because it's actually open shelf. You can get a book of your choice, read from there, and then leave it there, like you return it back. This is found on the ground floor. The library is so big, but this is the only place where I feel at home. I can get a book of my choice, read, and then return it back. This is the only place where I go to, like ever since I joined. If in case I need a book to do my assignment coursework, this is the only place I go to. The books are old, but that really doesn't matter because what matters is the content inside it. And the reason I love this place is because of easy access. It's not like other places whereby you're supposed to use electronics, and yet, some people are not familiar with that. Let me just be specific. I'm not familiar with that. That's why I just love doing things by myself instead of complicating life. So this is where I come mostly to do my research, add on my knowledge, and move on with life. It is open shelf and it's on the ground floor. So, and the only thing is that the only difficulty is that you have to search for the book that you want. So if the books are not organized, then it will be very hard for you to get the book that you really need. That's why it's hard, but I love it because I love doing things for myself. So basically I got 3 books from there, and these are the ones. We all know how hectic it can be to wake up early in the morning, freshen up, get ready to go to campus. But then at the end of the day, they always say that you reap what you sow. So if you don't do that, at the end of the day, you will be the one who will be suffering. So what I wanted to say is that another thing to consider is when you're choosing a place to stay in, you should always consider the factors and the quality of the conditions that the place provides. Now, like most of the hostels are having shuttles, so it's up to you to keep time and then use the shuttle, or else if you don't keep time, you end up walking to campus, or you can actually pick a border if you want. And yeah, but the best way is always to keep time. Our shuttle is always boring. This is because everybody just keeps quiet, and when you talk, like, everyone wants to look at you and I think they're like, oh my god, where are these ones coming from? But so alongside that seriousness, you can always create time to have fun and enjoy yourself. We all know life is short and we just need to live it. So yeah, always create time to refresh your mind and go out with friends. So on random days, I choose to go to the library to go and get novels, read them just for refreshment. And other days, I just go for serious studies. As we can all see, there is a lot of social distance. Like every table has one person. So this is where I always read from. I think this is the third floor. Yes, the place is really nice and it's very conducive. It's always quiet. Oh my god. Even if things don't want to enter in your mind, they always enter. So there are also sockets there. This is also another section. I was taking this while I was moving out. This is another section. You can see everybody is very serious. Like they really mean business. And everyone is wearing a mask. So this is the outside part. Behind that fence, or actually inside that fence, is what they call Freedom Square. And then this outside place, people sit out there for discussions, and it's always full. Like you have to come early and book for your group members, and if you really need to discuss, because it always gets like full. It's never free, so you always have to come quickly to secure a place for your group members. This is the exit. In this exit, you can't actually move out with any book because the machine will detect it and you will be accountable for taking a book from there. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.